Hey everyone, welcome back to Cody Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Cody. Thank you for joining me today in today's Pick a Card adventure. So we're going to be doing Who Loves You today. So we're going to be finding out who loves you or who has a crush on you or who feels very deeply for you. We're also going to be looking into what do they want to say or what are they wish they could say. What do they want to say but they're not saying? You know, those kinds of things. So this could indicate that this person might come to you and say these things pretty soon. Or it could indicate that they're going to keep these things to themselves. It just depends. But the main thing that we're covering is what do they want to say? What do they want to tell you, basically? You know, we're not going to be covering too much of it if they're going to come forward or anything like that. But we're going to be covering who loves you and what they want to say. So without further ado, let's get into the reading and pick our piles. So for today's 4 crystals in front of us, we have our Amethyst point for group 1. For group 2, we have this blue Kyanite blade. For group 3, we have this Tangerine quartz. And for group 4, we have this lemon quartz. This was actually sold to me as citrine, but then I've also seen it labeled as lemon quartz. So I'll label it as both down in the description box and the comment section. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. Oh yeah, you can pause the video here if you need to if you need more time to select your crystal. But with that said, we're going to get into the reading, starting with group 1 with the Amethyst point. Okay, you guys, welcome to the reading. Thank you for joining me today. Let's get right into it. We're going to pull an archetype card to get an idea of who this person is. And this will also help you guys figure out who... It's funny, this card came out in a reading recently that I did as well. But Bully is coming through as this person and kind of how they're represented towards you and stuff like that. We're also going to be pulling a Wisdom of the Oracle card by Colette Baron Reed, and this is just to get the gist of, and we have the Fates. And I want to pull one last card. We're going to pull a Whispers of Love card that I want to pull before we get into the tarot cards. And this is just going to show what kind of loving energy they are showing you, or they want to show you, or how you can kind of get the vibe from them. So let's see what card comes up. We have Embrace Your Emotion. It says, embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. So put that right there. And I'm going to be drawing Lightseer's tarot cards today. So I'm just going to do a couple rounds of shuffling, and then we will get into drawing the cards. Pull these down just a little bit. Okay, let's see what tarot cards you got. In this reading, I am feeling called to take reversals, so I will be incorporating some of the reversed meanings into the cards. So we're just going to flip them over and see. We have the 2 of Swords reversed. We have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. We have the 10 of Swords upright. We have the Knight of Cups upright. And we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's get into the reading. So first I want to point out that this card Bully came out as representative of basically how you can recognize this person. So you might know this person to be actually kind of mean to you, even though they love you. But this person does truly love you. It's just they show their love in a weird way. Like they're kind of in a sense like a little bit of a bully, a little bit pushy, a little bit confrontational when it comes to showing love for you. So one of the things that's interesting here is they do love you, and it looks as if with the reverse cards, they have a lot of things they're thinking about. I'm taking the reverse cards in this reading as stuff that they're thinking about, things that they're kind of pondering in their head about what they want to say or what they want to tell you, but they probably won't. And then we have on the surface things that are coming out of things that are like action points with the upright cards of like focused on how this person kind of communicates with you. So this person with the Knight of Cups here, I do want to say this person might be kind of emotional in a sense. Like this person that is kind of has bullied you in the past might have an emotional nature or some kind of like romantic drive towards being with you. This could be a romantic interest in the past who was kind of maybe a little mean to you. And also with the Ten of Swords here, we're seeing that this person could have betrayed you in one way or another, or this person could have left you feeling isolated or outside the group, or this person may have pushed you to the edge. There's something along those lines of kind of almost like a sense of this person in a sense, they drove you to a dark place in the sense that they kind of pushed you to an area where you had to confront like psychological fears, basically. I definitely see with embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. This is the type of person who really pushed you, and the way they show their love for you is they try to push you to express your feelings. So for some of you, you may not like this. I know I have a lot of friends that don't express their feelings easily, and they'd rather just not deal with it. They'd rather just not focus on expressing their feelings and just have people accept them for who they are. And so that might be what's going on in your case too. But this person feels, and they feel like they really love you, and they want you to express those feelings. They want you to kind of show those feelings, let those feelings come to the surface and kind of deal with them. With embrace your emotions, they want you to embrace your emotional response to situations. They don't want you to be kind of like flat effect robotic or anything like that. I feel like this person is in a sense like an emotional bully, or someone who emotionally pushes you and pushes you to open up, which is kind of interesting. For me personally, I probably wouldn't like a person like this, just in general, because I am the type of person who likes to share what I want to share when I want to share it, rather than have someone try to pry me open. But this person definitely believes that you have some hidden things in your psyche or in your subconscious or in yourself. They see you as this kind of like psychological drama to be unpacked, basically. They kind of want to pry you open and kind of get you to embrace those feelings and those, how do I put this? They want you to embrace those feelings that you have buried within and kind of deal with them. A few things that are really positive about this person and somewhat negative. First, with the Five of Pentacles reversed, this person, one thing they would love to say to you is they have such a deep appreciation for the fact that you brought them shelter. There's something about like specifically shelter. There could be some situation where you've housed this person for a while, or this person lived with you for a while. The other thing too is I feel this person psychologically felt left out in the cold, or that no one wanted them or no one cared for them. And so you took them in. I'm seeing here with the Five of Pentacles that they kind of felt like you were the one who kind of gave them shelter, or gave them kind of this safe haven where they could relax and be themselves, you know? I feel like maybe this bully thing came about later, or maybe the relationship started strong or something like that. And this is one of those things where it's like, you guys had kind of like somewhat of a peaceful beginning. With the Fates and the Two of Swords reversed, this is double confirmation that this person felt like it was inevitable that you two met. This person feels like you're fated, or you are their destiny, essentially. They feel that you're meant to be in their life, and they wish they could tell you this, or they are going to tell you this. However, it is interesting because I'm seeing that the upright cards, it might be things that are more conscious aspects, and these might be more subconscious, like the reverse cards. So one thing that they do feel is that they feel kind of like what they want to tell you is that they feel fated, or they feel destined to be with you. They feel like you're their true purpose, their true person, their true passion. Which is interesting because I see the way you perceive them. It's a little bit, you perceive them as a little mean, a little bit of a bully, a little bit of someone who kind of pushes you around when you don't want to be pushed around. But this person, on the other hand, kind of sees you as their true love. Yeah, we see that again here with the Knight of Cups. You might get mixed feelings with them. You might feel like they're a romantic bully, like they're kind of, through their romantic gestures towards you, they're kind of pushing you into a corner, or they're kind of making you feel a certain way. And they're just trying to be romantic, is kind of what I'm seeing. And with Ten of Swords, I'm seeing that they pushed you to the edge. This woman is standing on the edge, and behind her there is nothingness. There's just kind of a cloudy scape of nothingness. And there's birds flying in the air, representing kind of like her many thoughts that pass through her head. And I'm just seeing that they kind of pushed you to the edge. They pushed you to your limit. And from what I'm seeing, this, you might be over this person, but this message is coming through for a reason. So I'm going to leave it up to you to decide what that reason is, why you're receiving this message about this person. But I'm just kind of, the main point of this reading is basically just to tell you that this person loves you. They do care about you. They love you deeply, and they believe that you're the one for them. With Two of Swords reversed here, they don't have to debate this too much. It's just like an unquestionable thing. Like, they don't think about it too much. They don't worry about it too much. They know for sure that you are, you're the one. And with Nine of Swords here, they know it's going to be a rough road if they pick you, or they know it's a rough road with you. So there is some kind of indication with the Nine of Swords. They have a little bit of anxiety being around you. They feel a little anxious, but it's almost like they think that their anxiety is based off of your feelings and you not dealing with your feelings. That's why they're feeling anxiety. But the truth is, I think this is just their anxiety in reaction to you. So it's one of those things where they probably feel anxious because there's something about your connection with this person where it's not, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't seem like it's meant to be. I don't think a good relationship, someone would be bullying you the entire time, or trying to push you to be something you're not, or push you to open up when you don't want to open up. Or I'm just feeling a strong sense of like, almost like romantic pressure that's not like appropriate to the situation or something like that. And so with Embrace Your Emotions, they're really trying to get you to open up. The thing is, this person really does love you, and it's coming across that I think this reading is mainly just to confirm that they have good intentions, right? That they do love you and they want the best for you. They don't think of you negatively, or they're not trying to be mean on purpose. It probably comes across that way because they've really pushed you to the edge, I see. But they basically feel like you kind of took them in when they were isolated or left out in the cold, or no one wanted them. You kind of brought them that peace and security. And also, you kind of made them feel like you are the one for them, essentially, with the fates here. This is talking about destiny. And I definitely see something about with this woman kind of touching her own skin, some moment where you guys had an embrace or a kiss or a touch or something like that. They remember it for a really long time. So if you do ever get physically intimate with this person, or you give them a hug or you kiss them or something, they feel that presence on their lips for a long time afterwards, and they feel that touch on their skin or that embrace for a long time afterwards. Very cool. So, yeah. This person definitely, what they want to tell you is they kind of want to tell you that they're thankful for you. Basically, that they're appreciative that you came into their life. They want to tell you, embrace your emotions. They want to say, feel what you're truly feeling. Like, dig into that dark, shadowy space and feel those feelings you don't want to feel. They think you're going to find a lot of health like that. You're going to find a lot of, how do I put this? Solace and peace, and they feel like their anxiety is going to go away if they can just get you to open up with your emotions. And maybe part of that is them thinking that their anxiety, maybe this type of person might feel like they're an empath when they're not. They might think that they're an empath, but the truth is their anxiety is because they can't see you have an emotional reaction. Like, they can't see you react to something they say or did. So basically, because you're not having a reaction to them, or you're not showing them any emotion, what's happening is they feel anxiety because they're not getting emotional responses from you. So it's not necessarily an empathy thing, even though they might say it is, or it feels like an empathy vibe, but that's kind of their perception of it. That's how they feel what's going on. And yeah, I guess that's about it for the reading. I'm trying to see if I see anything else. I want to kind of get you guys all the information possible. Yeah, another quick thing that I see with the stars here and this 17 number is they feel like something about very hopeful about you. Like the star card is, I believe, the 17th card in the tarot deck. And so there is something that's very hopeful about you, or you represent hope to them, or something that's on the horizon of their life. It's kind of like they just feel like they're destined to be with you in a sense. With the stars here, I feel like they think you're very like cool or hot or a celebrity or something like that. They feel like you're very, and something they want to tell you is like, I just think you're cool. I think you have style. I think you have this kind of cool vibe about you. Yeah, so that's your reading, group one, if you chose group one. If you like the reading, please like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I post pick-a-cards like this once every 1 to 2 weeks. With that said, we're gonna move on to group two with the blue Kyanite. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hey group two, this is if you picked the blue Kyanite. Kind of a shimmery stone right there. Let's put that right there. Yeah, so let's get into your reading on who loves you and what they want to say. I'm going to pull an archetype card to get the person or the personality of this person so you can understand who this person is. Okay, and we have slave. Interesting. We also have scribe and martyr that popped up. So this person might have kind of sacrificing tendencies and they might be into writing. I'm taking these on very surface level. I'm going to get deeper into slave, but I'm going to take these on very surface level because they did pop up, but I'm not going to pull on them too much throughout the reading. I'll actually set them aside over here. So if I need to reference them in the reading, I can. And then I'm going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card to get kind of the gist of this person's connection with you or how this person feels about you. And let's see, let's pull one right from the middle. And we have chop wood. And we're also going to get a Whispers of Love card to show how the method that they want to show love to you, or kind of the vibe of the message that they're trying to say, well, how they want to express their love. And we have do something for someone, give your attention to another. We have this woman and she's kind of petting this bunny and there's a deer there and there's lots of animals. And I'm going to draw some tarot cards to get the main gist of what they are, the vibe is. We have these ones want to come out right here. So I'll pull 2 more for the ends. Wow, your cards want to come up upright. So we also have the High Priestess here and we have the 6 of Swords reversed. Okay, this is interesting reading. So, interesting dynamic. So, let's get into it. So first with slave and chop wood, these cards are kind of combining for me. Chop wood is kind of the vibe that they're presenting, or the kind of vibe that they appreciate about you, something along those lines. And then with slave, this is kind of how you kind of view them. So I think one thing that is interesting is it's not necessarily that you view someone as a slave. It's that this person either works for you, or like, if you think of like how the evolution of like slaves or indentured servants, or like all the different, like with hierarchies in our systems of time for like the whole history of the earth and stuff, you know, with just like for specifically like an employer, this is kind of someone that you pay for something, or this is someone who works for you in some way, or someone who is kind of is devoted to serving you. That's kind of the vibe, how you know this person is. And this person definitely loves you. This person who kind of works for you is devoted serving you. In modern times, this could be someone like a personal assistant. This could also be someone who you pay to, a chop wood here. This could be someone you pay to clean your house. This could be anyone where you actually, you know, there's someone that you kind of the vibe I'm getting is it's someone you work with, and it's someone you either manage or you're above on some level, or you control their paycheck, or you control part of their livelihood in that way. I hope I'm explaining myself correctly. So yeah, let's see. With chop wood, this person, one of the vibes they get from you is that one way they want to like serve you basically is just to keep working. Chop wood is all about work. It's kind of like getting into action, working, getting all the things done, you know, getting kind of like that labor out of the way. I definitely see this person, through their love for you, likes working for you. I think they love you. And I think respect is another word that's coming through a lot right here, is this person respects you deeply. And one thing is that they really want to just serve you in a sense. And that's kind of, and it's coming not just from like the financial reward they're getting, which we see here with Ace of Pentacles. That's part of it, is you do provide them with a good paycheck or a good sense of a financial contribution. Or you give them something, basically, something that they're doing for you. You provide them something and they really treasure this. Your basically generosity and how you give them things. They treasure this. But that's not just the only part. With chop wood, there's also a sense of serving you for the sake of, because they love you or respect you. It's not just the money for them. They really love their job, or they really love being indentured to you, essentially. They really love serving you. There's something about that. For some of you, this could be a relationship with like maybe you are more the dominant one in this connection. You are the dominant partner, and this is someone who kind of just wanted to serve you, or be of service to you at all times, or they kind of had this kind of worshiping mentality for you, and they really, how they showed that is they just wanted to perform a lot of hard work for you and kind of basically go above and beyond in the labor realm to like show their appreciation for you. One thing that's interesting with the Six of Swords in reverse, I feel like this person, there's two things. With these cards coming out together with these ones coming out at the same time and these ones coming out together at the end, with them coming out at the end, the High Priestess means that like this person you have a strong intuitive connection with. So the way that you both work, it's like you kind of can pick up right off of each other, kind of like exactly what the other one needs. There's such a strong kind of telepathic connection between both of you. And it's one thing where it's like you both have this ability to kind of like just intuit what the other one wants. Like the vibe I'm getting is like a secretary to in an office for a boss or something like that, or a personal assistant, or someone who really works like effortlessly with their boss or their figurehead, basically. The thing is, with this Six of Swords card, I think this person secretly knows or feels, or something they want to say to you is, it's okay. You don't have to stress all the time, or you don't have to worry about not showing your pain. If you know, it's like one thing they want to say is that they know you've been through a hard time. You know, they know you've been through a tough journey. They know you've been through it in your life. And it's okay. They kind of want to just tell you, like, it's okay. I know you've been there. It's a tough journey. And it's because the intuitive connection is so strong, they can pick this up in you, but they would never tell you, basically, is what I'm seeing here. Do something for someone, give your attention to another. I feel like this person, what they want to say to you is they would like more attention from you. They would like more attention. They'd like more praise or accomplishment. I feel like this person at this point, when you're probably watching this reading, is feeling a little left out, or a little, how do I put this? Especially if this is an employee, they're feeling a little underappreciated. I feel like if you showed them a little bit of appreciation and maybe did something for them, I feel like this person does a lot for you. Maybe if you did something for them, it would stimulate them to do like 10 billion times more hard work for you. I feel like if they feel seen or understood, that it's like interesting. If they feel seen or understood, they will be like that much more productive. Like they'll be 10 times more productive, because I feel like there should be a reciprocal, or they feel like there should be a reciprocal give and take in this connection. You know, I feel like they kind of wish you would do something for them. That's something they want to tell you, but I don't think they would tell you. I think that there's some kind of hierarchical thing going on here where you're in a position above them and they kind of just don't feel like it's their place to say these things to you. One thing with King of Swords in reverse is they secretly feel that you are an ethical and, how do I put this? you're a brilliant leader. They secretly feel like you're a brilliant leader, and they secretly feel like it's your logic that makes you a good leader. It's your logic that gets people to get organized or structured or have people move in a specific way in the job realm. You know, it's kind of like your managerial abilities, but besides that, it's just your sense of perspective, right? It's your sense of being able to see the bigger picture and guide and direct your words and your communication to effectively manage the people around you. That's something they really admire about you, and that's kind of coming through because it's a court card, is like how they perceive you or how they view you. And one of the things, it's kind of like the role you play, but it's also the reason they love you is because of this role you play. With the Empress card here, I'm sensing that there may have been some flirtatious tensions between both of you, but no one really made a move on them. I feel like one thing that's coming through is it's either them or you compliment the other one on their physical appearance or their body. This can also indicate that this person might want to have a baby with you, but that's only for some of you. For others of you, this person in general just kind of feels like you're really gorgeous or beautiful. I think that they may want to tell you this, but they don't want to ruin the work situation is kind of what I'm saying, because you guys have such a good working partnership. But I am picking up that sexual feelings or intimate feelings or feelings of attraction kind of creep into the connection a little bit and kind of affect the working dynamic. I feel like there is also a mutual appreciation for your guys' physical beauty. So for those of you who there is no sexual tension in the connection, or you're not picking it up, or there hasn't ever been, I feel like aesthetically, your person or this person who loves you is a very pleasant person to look at. They look really beautiful. They think you look really beautiful. There's just a general acceptance of the aesthetic appreciation of the other person. So if it hasn't gone to the sexual level, I'm just saying that it could. Take what you will with that. With that said, I'm going to end the reading there. I really enjoyed reading for you guys. It was a pleasure. If you like this reading, feel free to like or comment below. If you really like this reading, feel free to subscribe to my channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, we're going to move on to the third group with the Tangerine Quartz. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Hey guys, hey group 3, if you picked the Tangerine Quartz, this will be your reading. So let's get into this reading, to see who loves you and what they want to say to you, what they want to tell you. Let's see who is coming through for group 3 that loves them, and what do they want to tell them. This first card is going to represent kind of how you see this person. We have Engineer and Warrior. I feel like taking Engineer because it's the first one that I saw, but Warrior is also coming through. So one thing I just want to say really quickly about Warrior, this person might have, with Engineer, they might be very intellectual, and they might have kind of a physical, kind of logical type of physical mixed with intellect type of job. And with Warrior here, I feel like this person protects you, or this is someone who's very protective over you. So this is someone who, when they feel like you need to be defended or something, or when they feel like you need protection, they stand up for you. This is someone who stands up for you often. And with Engineer, they're very intelligent, and they're very good at building things. So I'm going to put Warrior off to the side, and we're just going to leave Engineer right here. And let me pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card. And this is going to I'm kind of reading the rest of the cards kind of spontaneously in a sense. But, okay, we have, interesting. We have Not For You. We also have Breathe. So this could indicate that this person enjoys relaxing with you. This person enjoys really kind of like being chill with you, or kind of just chilling, or just breathing, or sitting in silence, or meditating together. This is something this person could enjoy with you. But the card that came out for the most part is Not For You. I'll get into what that means in a second. Now we're going to get to kind of the general message they want to say with these Whispers of Love cards. I think the person is Angela Hartfield, I believe. Oracle cards. I can't see it on the box, but I think Angela Hartfield does these cards. Let's see, what does this person want to say? What kind of love do they want to show you? And we have, consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. There's a little house in the background. There's two foxes and a couple that's looking over at the house. Now we're going to draw some tarot cards. We have these cards want to come out. We have Six of Wands reversed, the Moon reversed, and the Queen of Cups reversed. Or the Queen of Cups upright, sorry. And we're going to draw two more cards. Okay, and we have Three of Pentacles and Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so let's get into this reading. The thing that I'm thinking of with consider your foundation, look at how committed you are to love. The first thing I'm saying, for some of you, this could be a family member. And for others of you, this is someone who is a romantic interest where it's, in a sense, it's, how do I put this? It's pretty platonic, I guess, is kind of the way I'm seeing it. It's kind of someone who loves you that's not really like romantically invested. But it's interesting because this person does stir your passions. They get you actively engaged, or this person feels like you get them actively engaged in life. And so that's something coming through with this Knight of Wands, this playfulness. They kind of, the way you have this effect on them and something they want to tell you is like, that you have this ability to make their mind think in new ways. It's interesting, it's a very mutual kind of connection, because with the Engineer card here, I see that they use their mind power and their brain power to help you solve problems. They literally, this is how they're being represented, is how you will know them, as this is a person that kind of is in your life that solves a lot of problems for you, or puts their mental energy to use in your life to solve a lot of difficulties for you, or a lot of problems for you. So that's something that's coming through. And for a lot of you, this is a family member. I am picking up some male energy, like some divine masculine energy, like very problem-solving, kind of mathematical, kind of intellectual kind of energy that this person has. I mean, I can just read right here. It pretty much explains it right here. It says, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So I feel like if you have a problem in your life, this person's just right on it to solve it. This person's right on it to like think of a solution and do something for you, and kind of do something that's going to be in your benefit, basically. With not for you, I feel like a few of you, if this is not a family member, for some of you, the not for you is representing this idea that you tried to make a romantic connection with this person, like an intimate physical connection with this person in the past, and it just didn't work. Like this person and you kind of, there was just something about not being attracted to each other, or being attracted to each other, but then when you got physical or intimate, you realized you weren't really connected to each other. It was kind of a lukewarm connection, and you both chose to just go separate ways. So this is definitely giving me very platonic vibes, is what I'm seeing. And I definitely think this person with not for you helps you figure out things that are not really something that you want to do for yourself. I feel like for a lot of people watching this group, maybe you have a lot of ideas for what you want to do with your life, or things that you want to do in general. And I feel like this person with not for you, they help you narrow down your options to get you the most realistic, or the most kind of solution-focused solutions, to get you the most like solution-based answer to your dilemma, basically. Yeah, this person also could help you in your romantic relationship. So if this could be a really good friend. I'm kind of seeing this as also a person could be just a really good friend, but it's probably someone of the sex that you're attracted to, who it just kind of was a platonic connection. It's just something you guys tried to make it work and it just didn't work, and so you just decided to stay friends. And the good news is that I'm seeing that's mutual. This person doesn't secretly love you like on a physical sexual connection level. They love you like deeply, like a brother or a sister. That's why this home card's coming out. But one thing that I'm seeing is that this person, there is kind of a mutual platonic connection. Like you both are kind of just each other's friends and that's it. With the not for you card, I'm definitely seeing that this person kind of helps you with romantic partners. Like if you're dating, I feel like you would talk to this person about romantic partners. So for example, the scenario I'm thinking of, and this could be for any sex, any situation, any version of this, I could say. But this is kind of one person who kind of is dating around or trying to find the love of their life. And they keep coming back to this one engineer person kind of saying like, I met so-and-so, but maybe they're not doing this, or maybe they're saying this, but they're not doing this, something like that. And so maybe you might even watch like pick a cards about this person with this friend or something like that. Maybe you and this friend are watching this pick a card right now, which would be pretty fun for me. But yeah, so with not for you, they help you kind of eliminate options that are not right for you. They kind of say, that person's not that right for you, or they don't seem that good for you, or something like that. The one thing that is coming through, back to that Knight of Wands card, I just want to reiterate, is this person, you expand this person's mind. Like the way you guys communicate and the way you talk about things, you're very inspiring to this person. This person kind of feels like, on one hand, with the Six of Wands here, I feel like this person feels like they're famous around you, or they secretly on the inside feel like they're famous, or they're a celebrity, or the fact that you're associating with them, they feel like very cool or with it or something like that. I feel like this person wouldn't tell you that, but they feel like they're in the cool crowd because they're kind of associating with you. I feel like with the Moon card reverse, this is kind of going over to with the Knight of Wands. They feel like you reveal a lot of information to them, or there's something about kind of like revealing the aspects in each other's subconscious minds, or kind of. The other thing that I'm seeing too with the Moon card, because there's this division of the wolves and the moon on the bottom and the woman on the top, I feel like they can experience both sides of reality with you. They can experience the fantasy world, and they can experience the rational, logical, pragmatic world, and you guys can easily exist in both of those realms. And I think that's something that they really appreciate, because they like the fact that you guys can exist in like multiple dimensions at the same time and kind of not lose each other in that kind of journey, basically. I know that's really abstract what I just said, but I feel like some of you watching this are like actually good. It's really going to click with you for some reason. I think you're going to be like, whoa, I actually get that on some kind of crazy level, But yeah, with Three of Pentacles, they love how they work well with you. I guess you guys work very well together. You divide duties pretty easily. I feel like this person likes working on projects with you, probably creative projects. I feel like this person, one thing they want to tell you, what they might come up to you with in the future, is they might want to work on some project with you where you guys divide responsibilities and work as a team on some particular task. This is someone who kind of wants to like possibly make some money with you or get into career stuff with you. And they're kind of thinking about bringing this up to you. I feel like they might not be bringing it up to you, because if they're not bringing it up to you, they might not be bringing it up to you because they don't want to ruin the friendship by adding a work component into it. But for example, if this person is like in a position in a company or something like that, I feel like this person wants to hire you for their position, or hire you for, how do I put this? They would want to like hire you on their team, or they'd want to work on your team, or they want to kind of collaborate in a money sense as well as a friendship sense. They feel like you guys have a strong sense of teamwork where you could do that and you wouldn't freak out about it. Another thing they want to tell you, and if they haven't told you this already, or this could be something that they tell you just in general, pretty much day in and day out, they tell you you're really intuitive and you're really brilliant and you have this beautiful mind. I think they really appreciate the fact that you just let things come to you. You don't really chase after things. You kind of just let things come to you. And for some of you, I'm getting like two messages, so bear with me. For some of you, they're trying to tell you to be like that. So for some of you, they want to tell you like, just let it come to you. Don't stress, don't worry, don't kind of chase after it. Just let it flow to you. Let it come to you. When the tide rolls in, it'll bring the message in a bottle, or it'll bring the gift from the sea, Aphrodite rolls in on that seashell, and she's like the perfect lover, and you're ready to like hook up. They're kind of trying to tell you to like wait for it, like it's gonna come in time. Let me see if I see anything else. Yeah, with these two fire symbols right here and these being introverted cards, especially with the Moon card reversed here, I feel like there's something about you activating them, or there's something about you inspiring them or making them feel alive or passionate or excited about life. And I feel like they probably wouldn't tell you this because I feel like on one hand, they might not want to feel, what's it called? Too dependent on you, if that makes sense. They don't want you to feel like you guys are like need each other. There's a sense of independence they want to keep with both of you. So they don't say this, that you really inspire them, because I feel like they would feel like that is more of a bonding thing for both of you. If you knew that they were like feeling very passionate about the connection, or felt really excited about the connection, or were more into it than they think, basically. Which I'm also not seeing that they're into it in a, what's it called, like a sexual way. It's just that they're not romantically involved. They love you deeply. We'll just put it that way. They love you deeply. Yeah. I think that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please like or comment below. I'd really appreciate it. If you really enjoyed this reading, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I post pick a cards like this once every 1 to 2 weeks. And with that said, we're going to move on with the last group, group 4 with the Citrine. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Hey, group 4, this is if you picked the Citrine here. So pretty cool stone. I use these stones, these citrine stones. Well, they're also called lemon quartz, but they activate the solar plexus, and I particularly use them to help myself manifest different things in my life. Might have an effect on your reading. We'll just have to see. But let's see. So we're going to get an archetype card to represent this person and how you see them, or how you would recognize them in your life. This one kind of wants to come out. It says priest. Interesting. The other group's got a couple more cards, so I want to see if anything else comes out about how this person... Oh, and we have healer too. So I'm going to keep the priest card up, and I'm just going to show you guys this healer card. Healer basically just means that this person's had a very healing influence on your life. This person's had... with priest here too, it could be almost like a spiritual healing in your life, or something along the lines of where they, you know, how do I put this? They've healed you in some way, or they've had some profound healing effect on you. Or something that they could do quite often is just heal you in general. Like this person who loves you might be like a caregiver or a parent or a nurse or a doctor or something like that. This person is somewhat of a healer. They might be an energy healer. They might work with Reiki. I'm seeing that a little bit with the head and the hands here. So they might be a hands-on healer. This might be someone that's like a massage therapist. This person really loves you. And we also have priest here, and priest is the main indicator. So healer is just some side stuff to get into. I'm also going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card, and this is going to get the gist of and we have why. We also have To the Sea and Happy. So one thing the cards want you to know is this person makes you really, really happy. And this person feels like you've had a long journey, basically, with To the Sea, that you've had a long journey and maybe you feel lost sometimes. But why is coming through as the main energy. So I'm taking that as the main energy. With the Whispers of Love cards, I'm going to pull one to get the main kind of gist of what they want to tell you, or what the kind of vibe is that they feel for you. And we have the Union of Hearts. A love connection defies explanation. And last, we're going to pull some tarot cards. And... Nine of Cups in reverse. And what else needs to come through for this person? I feel like doing another shuffle, just a regular shuffle real quick. And then let's draw. Okay. Okay, let's see what you got for your tarot cards. We have 10 of Wands. We have 7 of Cups reversed. We have the Tower upright. And we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this To the Sea card, I just want to bring this up again. This To the Sea card is making me think that you both have been in a very long journey together, or you both have journeyed to a very, on the same path together is kind of what I'm seeing with To the Sea. And happy, happy indicates that this person just in general has kind of like, they feel very happy around you. You make them feel very happy. There's something about them feeling very like blessed to be in your presence. Okay, there's a few things coming through. First, Priest is coming through just to show you that this person, the role they play is kind of similar to a priest in your own life. And the way that this is coming through is it might not be an actual religious figure, although it very well could be if you are religious or you go to some kind of organization or spiritual organization. This could even be like a non-denominational church or something like that. Whatever it is, you basically have this spiritual person that's kind of this guide through your life. I see this person really gets you to question the existence of things. So that's why I'm not really feeling this person is traditionally spiritual, or this might be someone who's more of like a guru or a friend that's kind of initiated you into the realm of like magic or spirituality or something like that. Because with Priest here, I'm definitely seeing this person is kind of someone you go to like in specific moments to get certain like advice. I feel like this person you don't really talk to too often. I feel like one thing with the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups representing kind of independence, I feel like one thing this person wants you to know is that they do want their independence from you. They don't want to fully merge with you on a kind of like soul level. They do just appreciate what your connection is as it is, and they want to kind of keep it that way. With Y though, one thing they like doing for you or that they think is really fun with you is philosophical questions. I feel like you guys contemplate the nature of existence, or you contemplate why certain things exist. I feel like this person has a kind of mesmerizing way of communicating with you, where it's kind of like you guys really enjoy the conversation. I feel like this person answers a lot of your questions. I feel like you ask a lot of questions to this person and they answer a lot of your questions in kind of a more spiritual way. That's coming through. With the Tower card here, I see that both of you have been through some kind of terrible disaster. So one thing that I could think of this is also like another example is with the 10 of Wands and the Tower card. I feel like this is a spiritual figure that you came to at a point where you were, and something they recognize too in the connection, or what they want to say too, is like they realize you came to them at a point of, with the 10 of Wands, of a long journey or a lot of hard work or feeling burnt out. And with the Tower here, this is kind of a vibe of some kind of psychological or physical disaster that you kind of had to come to them for, or there's something about when you have these crazy shakeups in your life, or when everything's kind of like down in the complete dumps, right? You call this person because this is the person that kind of saves you from those situations. I think that's another reason why Priest is coming up, because the whole traditional Christian or religious vibe of saving someone is kind of coming up to mind in this, where this person kind of saves you out of these dark places in your life. And this person really loves for you. They look out for you, and I think they care for you. One thing that's interesting with this 7 of Cups reverse, I feel like this person doesn't know what to make of you, or doesn't know what you're going to do or say next. This person has this kind of vibe of you being unpredictable, and they're probably not going to tell you this, but they secretly think and feel it. They think you're kind of unpredictable, or you have these kind of impulses that don't make sense to them, basically. I think it surprises them every time you get in touch with them, or every time you have a disaster, but these are kind of coming through as just obvious signs as how they see externally, like both of you, maybe them too. I feel like maybe you're also somewhat of a spiritual figure for this person as well. And so that's something that's coming through, that maybe you're kind of thinking like, I don't really have anyone that I go to for spiritual stuff, but I sure am that spiritual person. Well, this would be a person who there's a mutual exchange of spiritual ideas. So with the Tower card and the 10 of Wands, this is kind of that person you call when things are just wrong in your life, when things are just not going well or really destructive. And I feel like for the most part with these 2 9s around the Tower, it's like you both go your separate ways. And so one thing this person wants to say is they appreciate their independence. They like coming to you for those moments of disaster, but they do appreciate their independence away from you. They don't really want to merge fully with you. They also feel like on one level you kind of confuse them a little bit, but they probably would never tell you this. I'm just saying that right now. And they see that you've done a lot of hard work. You've come from a long way, and you've had a struggle or a disaster or something like that. They've seen your pain, basically. One thing they really enjoy showing love with you is the why card, is how you guys talk about philosophies and discuss things and ask questions and figure things out together. They really appreciate that aspect of you. With Union of Hearts, a love connection defies explanation. I feel like many people in your life and in their life don't understand why you two are friends or why you two love each other. But the thing is, it's saying that this love connection defies explanation. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be reasons, bullet points, like because of this, because of this, because of this, or, it doesn't even have to be like, I've known you this long, or because you did this for me, or because we're this compatible. It doesn't have to be like that. That's why this card is here. It's to say that you guys love each other because you love each other. This could be an indicator that if there is a reason for this, is because you both knew each other in a past life. You both were kind of ready to come together for this life to kind of be that safety net for each other when things get tough, when things get dark. So I'm definitely seeing that this person really loves you. They really deeply cherish your friendship and your vibe. It's just that, one thing that they kind of want to say to you is that they want to keep their independence, right? I feel like this person feels like, in a sense, because these cards are reversed, they don't need you for money. They don't need you to fulfill their wishes. They feel independent on their own and that they can take care of themselves. But it's when those dark moments come, it's like it splits them in two and they just can't function. They can't focus, So that's one thing they like to come to you for, is in those dark, traumatic moments, because you're that wonderful healer and that person who offers that kind of, it's very much like a priest. You're very much, the vibe that I'm getting is you're very much like a priest, and this person is very much like a priest to you. You guys are kind of each other's like traditional religious, like, it's not really like confession. It's more like, and it could be like confession where you guys confess things to each other, but I'm more seeing the fact of like saving each other from situations and kind of saving. I mean, you got this guy right here, and he has these arms outstretched, and it almost looks to me like angel wings, and he's above this person and they're praying. I feel like this person reaches out when it's just the right time, or it's just the perfect time to reach out. So yeah, I think that about does it for this reading. If you guys like this reading, feel free to like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I post pick a cards like this once every 1 to 2 weeks. With that said, that was the last group for today. So I really enjoyed reading for you. I will see you guys in the next pick a card. Thank you again so much for watching. Bye.